There are moments in life that feel heavier than the years that led to them. Moments where everything inside you whispers, it's easier to stop. And it would be. It would be easier. But the truth is, 5 minutes can change everything. Not the loud, glorious kind of 5 minutes that the world writes headlines about. No. I'm talking about the quiet kind. The 5 minutes when no one is watching. When no one cares. When your heart is bruised. Your mind is tired and your hands are shaking from holding on. Those 5 minutes, those are the ones that matter. Because if you can stand firm in the silence, if you can breathe through the ache, if you can stay when everything in you says run, that's where your life bends. That's where everything turns. I know what it means to feel like you've missed it, like time has passed, like chances have slipped through your fingers like sand. But hear me. Time is a companion, not a jailer. And life doesn't demand you be perfect. It only asks you to continue. The truth is, people see the triumphs, but they never see the tears. They see the strength, but not the shaking knees that stood when they didn't want to. They admire the calm, never knowing it was carved from chaos. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need the map. All you need is this moment and the will to move forward. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of choosing not to give up. 5 minutes of saying, I'll try again. 5 minutes of stillness in a world that's screaming at you to quit. That's all it takes. Because 5 minutes today and 5 more tomorrow, that becomes a path. A path made not of miracles but of movement. And one day, when the weight is gone, you'll look back and realize those tiny moments of persistence became the foundation of everything you built. It doesn't take a lifetime to change the course of your life. Sometimes all it takes is a moment. A breath. A flicker of belief when everything around you feels cold, silent, and unforgiving. There are seasons in life when you can't see the path ahead, when the lights are out, the noise is gone, and you're left with nothing but your heartbeat and your doubts. And in those moments, what you choose to believe becomes your compass. 5 minutes, not of certainty, but of faith. Faith that something greater is unfolding, even if you can't see it. Faith that your pain isn't pointless. Faith that this silence is shaping you, not shattering you. It's in those 5 minutes, when you stand in the dark and refuse to collapse, that your future begins to reshape itself. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly like seeds breaking open beneath the soil. The world won't see it yet, but you will feel it. Because those minutes become memories. They become milestones. You'll look back one day, older, wiser, and realize, that was the moment I didn't give up. That was the minute that saved me. The voice that tells you to quit is your enemy. It's your invitation to rise. We often think that doubt is a sign of weakness, that the whisper telling us, you can't do this, is proof that something's wrong with us. But the truth is more complex and far more human. That voice, the one that urges you to stop, to give up, to walk away, it's not there to destroy you. It's there to test you, to offer you a choice. Will you surrender, or will you rise? Because here's what most people never tell you. The voice of quitting shows up right before something is about to change. It doesn't appear when things are easy. It waits until the pressure builds, until the road gets steep, until you're 1 inch away from breaking through. And then it arrives, not as a monster, but as a mirror, asking, do you really want this? We grow up thinking strength is loud, that it crashes through walls, commands the room, lifts the weight without breaking a sweat. We imagine it as something explosive, undeniable, a shout, a war cry, a bold declaration that nothing can stop us. In a world obsessed with speed, we've been taught that if it doesn't come fast, it isn't meant to be. That if the results are immediate, the dream must be broken. But the truth, deep, unshakable truth, is this: everything meaningful in life takes time. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Becoming who you were meant to be takes time. We plant seeds and expect forests. We begin the journey and want the summit by nightfall. But life doesn't work that way. It unfolds, slowly, carefully. And if you rush it, you risk missing the very thing you were made for. Patience isn't weakness. It's not passive. It's power, the kind of power that's calm enough to wait, strong enough to endure, and wise enough to trust the process. Because everything you want, the peace, the breakthrough, the love, the success, the version you that feels whole, all of it lives on the far side of patience. It lives just beyond the temptation to quit. It waits in the space where you choose to believe, even when there's nothing to show for it yet. The mind can be a tricky thing, constantly bombarding you with doubts, fears, and false narratives. It will tell you that you're not good enough, that your dreams are too big, that the obstacles in front of you are insurmountable. It will make you question yourself, question your worth, and convince you to stop before you've even started. But in the quiet spaces, in the deepest part of who you are, your soul knows something the mind doesn't. Your soul knows the truth. It remembers the strength you possess, the dreams you were born with, the power that resides within you to overcome whatever comes your way. When the mind says quit, the soul whispers, keep going. It calls you back to your purpose, to your center, and reminds you that this struggle is temporary. The games the mind plays are illusions, but the truth in your soul is everlasting. So when you find yourself at a crossroads, when the weight of doubt is heavy and the road ahead is unclear, lean into your soul's truth. Keep going, because you're closer than you realize to the breakthrough that awaits. Patience teaches you to grow, to evolve, and to understand that the best things come when the time is right. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Everything you want is already on its way, but only when you allow the space for it to unfold naturally. So, embrace patience, stay grounded, and trust that what's meant for you is coming. Just not on your timetable, but on the perfect one. In the midst of struggle, when the weight of the world feels unbearable and the end seems nowhere in sight, it's easy to believe that everything you've worked for is slipping away. Doubt creeps in, and it feels like it would be easier to walk away, to quit and start over. But in those quiet, unseen moments, your future self, the person who will one day stand at the summit of everything you fought for, is silently urging you to hold on just a little longer. They know what lies ahead, and they understand that the breakthrough is just beyond the horizon. They see the strength you don't yet recognize, the potential that's about to be unlocked. Every challenge you face is not a roadblock but a stepping stone. Your future self is a reminder that this moment is temporary, but your perseverance will shape your destiny. They're asking you to trust the process, to stay the course, and to keep going, because the rewards of your persistence will ripple through your life in ways you can't yet imagine. The success, the peace, the fulfillment, it's all waiting for you on the other side of this moment. Pain is often viewed as the enemy, something to avoid, something that breaks us down and leaves us weaker than before. But the truth is, pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to refine you, to shape you into the person you are meant to become. Just like a sculptor chisels away at a block of stone, pain removes the unnecessary, the superficial, the parts of us that no longer serve our highest purpose. It strips us of our fears, our doubts, and our limitations, revealing a stronger, more resilient version of ourselves. The process can be uncomfortable, and at times it may feel unbearable, but every moment of hardship is a step closer to revealing the masterpiece within.